Hello and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Lynette and I have been working at Proces for slightly over 5 years. I have spent 3 years in charge of global marketing. Leveraging on digital transformation for growth in recruitment business. It's the third one of this digital transformation series webinars that we have prepared for this year. I hope you enjoy today's webinar and join us in the next ones too. If you have any questions during the session, please type it in the Q&A tab. This is the agenda for today. First, I will briefly introduce our company Proces. Then I'll introduce some success stories from our clients, followed by the takeaway points and conclusion. Proces' mission is matching, change your business. And the vision is to drive recruitment business to greater heights through optimization of human resource matching. Proces supports companies whose business involves matching, such as staffing and recruitment, maid agencies, corporate staffing, and many others. The company was established in Japan in 2001 with the headquarters in Tokyo, branch office in Osaka, and a subsidiary in Singapore. Currently, we hold the #1 share of Japan market, and we have a client base of more than 2,000 companies in Japan and overseas. And we have presence in 11 countries. These are some of our clients. Over the years, our Proces clients have grown in various ways, including revenue expansion. The flow of business with Proces facilitates faster placement, work efficiency, work flexibility, and service satisfaction. This is the overview of Proces. It is a complete solution for managing recruitment data from the beginning to the end, including billing management. Candidate registrations from website or job portals and job details from portals are registered into the system. The candidates are matched to suitable jobs and vice versa. Then the recruitment process is managed at different stages. During the recruitment process, email communication, creation of candidate profiles and job descriptions, calendar synchronization, and many more can be done right from the system. Additionally, the progress at each stage can be tracked, and therefore it is very easy to make improvements while monitoring the KPIs with the report function. Now back to today's webinar. As I mentioned earlier, Proces clients have grown in various ways, including revenue expansion. Proces successful clients have attributed their success to the combination of speed, volume, and quality that have been constant in their work. In today's webinar, we will look at how to leverage on digital tools to enhance speed, volume, and quality. These are some areas directly linked to speed, volume, and quality in recruitment. For speed, there is business development and candidate sendouts. For volume, there is a number of job descriptions and candidate sendouts, the number of ongoing processes, and the number of placements. For quality, there is precise delivery and delivering beyond expectation. There are factors that influence these areas that are directly linked to the success formula, which include work efficiency, productivity, standardization of processes, conversions, and tracking performance. Now, I would like to introduce to you the success stories of 3 of Proces clients. These success stories are a compilation of interviews previously conducted by portals with members in these companies and the responses that they gave. The first company is Human Global Talent. The company was able to achieve a revenue of 197% as compared to the previous year. And also the individual productivity of the consultants was increased to 157%. The second company is Reeracoen Singapore, which is in Singapore. The company was able to expand to 21 branches in 10 countries in a span of 7 years. The third company is D&I, which was able to increase the job candidate matching rate to 300%, increase candidate submissions to 200%, and also increase productivity of the consultants to 120%. We are going to look into the details of each company to see what they did, how they did to achieve this kind of growth. Before we go to the details of each company, I would like to introduce to you the key contributor to the success of these companies. After analyzing the stories, it was clear that the game changer was standardization of business process flow. To complement the standardization, the supporting contributors were visualization of progress, establishment of goals or reviewing of existing goals, improving individual and collective productivity, deployment of best practices across the consultants, managing all the relevant information centrally, and running the cycle again. Standardization means uniformity. It is important for a company to define their flow of business and communicate the same to the consultants, because there may be different understanding of a situation. For example, on client side, define the different status of clients, whether the client is in business development stage or an existing client. On candidate side, define the categories of candidates that have been approached, those that responded, those that have applied to positions, those that were accepted, and so forth. In recruitment process, define what the stage the process becomes placement, or when is revenue considered as revenue generated for the company. When this is in place, all consultants work from the same understanding of the company situation. Decisions are made based on the same understanding of the situation, and results calculated from the same basis of output. This way, the whole company is in unison about how business flows, which contributes to generating KPI results that account for volume, which is key to growth. When the flow is standardized, it makes it possible to visualize actual progress better, which helps to establish or review goals and improve productivity. Some elements of progress are number of interviews, number of placements, how much revenue, and consultants' activities. Those of our goals include analyzing the current progress, improving those progress, and activities to generate new entries or job orders. For KPI, It includes clearing of bottlenecks, for example, making sure there's no stagnation in the recruitment process, identifying areas of focus, for example, when you need to do more of candidate sourcing, or when you need to do more of job acquisition. And the results are measured with the amount of time spent in between and the volume created. This information is collected and the members learn from their experiences and shared across the company. The plan, do, check, action cycle is executed, and this cycle goes on and on. Now I would like to go into details of each company, starting with Human Global Talent Company. It was established in 1998 in Japan, specializing in recruiting bilingual talents in Japan. The company implemented Porters in May 2014, and therefore have been using Porters system for slightly over 8 years. The company identified their need to reproduce versatile know-how and success cases for their business. They decided to set specific goals based on the previous results. Then, based on the set goals, they did a backward calculation to determine the number of candidate send-outs, the number of new job descriptions, the number of ongoing processes that were needed to fulfill the goals set. Having cleared that picture of what needs to be done, consultants act towards fulfilling the goals. They set the consultants' KPIs as the quantity of activities by quality of activities. Quantity, for example, in reference to candidates, meaning the number of candidates sent out for a certain position, and quality, meaning the number of candidates that were actually accepted for the selection of that position. Therefore, it is like observing conversion rate in the recruitment process. Next, the performance is monitored, and if necessary, adjustments are made. The top performers make a case and share what and how they did to achieve what they achieved. Improvements are made to the process, and the cycle is done again. And this is the deployment of best practices. Also, when new joiners join the company, they train them based on the success stories or the best practices that have been shared across the company, and they are able to generate results. This process increased conversions, subsequently increasing placements, which bring in revenue. Therefore, the company was able to increase productivity of consultants to 157% and revenue to 197% as compared to previous year. The second company that I would like to introduce to you is Reeracoen Singapore. It is a Japanese recruitment company that was established in 2011. The company implemented Porters in February 2015. Previously, they used to use Excel, with which they experienced some problems that slowed down their speed of recruitment process. The problems were that they had difficulty tracking recruitment process. They wasted a lot of time in search, reporting, and KPI management. And also they had difficulty in matching jobs to qualified candidates. They implemented Porters, and they chose Porters for the central data management, standardization of business process flow, and ability to unify operations with other branches. With Porters, the company was able to standardize business process flow, achieve detailed KPI management, and share know-how framework across members in the company and with other branches. Just like the example in the first company, the KPIs monitored the rate of conversion and timeframes. The result was that the revenue grew 4 to 5 times, and they were able to expand their business to 21 branches in 10 countries within a span of 7 years. The high speed of expansion was facilitated by the ability to easily replicate unified operations and best practices. The last company to introduce to you is D&I. The company was established in 2009 in Japan and specializes in recruitment of persons with disabilities in Japan. They implemented Porters first in 2016, then in 2019. Before coming back to Porters in 2019, D&I was using Salesforce, with which they experienced challenges of the system not being suitable for recruitment business and costly to customize it to suit recruitment. Also, it will take time to develop the system until it could be fully utilized for recruitment. Therefore, they made the decision to come back to Porters, and the implementation process took about 2 weeks only. Porters is designed for recruitment business, and it's all inclusive, meaning recruitment data can be managed from beginning to the end, and the features keep on being updated from time to time to match the market requirements and the needs that are there to fulfill our recruitment business. Also, Porters has a long experience in the industry. Therefore, the know-how of recruitment business and quick standardization of workflow makes the implementation to be easily done. A standard fee is inclusive of all features that are necessary for recruitment business, and therefore there's no need to incur extra costs in development and customization. Also, Porters has unmatched after support service to ensure that clients achieve their goals. The results of D&I were mainly achieved from KPI activities, just like the first 2 cases introduced. The results being a job candidate match rate of 300%, and candidate submissions increasing to 200%, and productivity of the consultants increasing to 120%. This is the end of the success stories, and I would like to summarize by sharing this recruitment business success cycle model. Defining elements in the business process and standardizing the process are deeper issues that need to be addressed. Discrepancies in data entry or reporting or unproductive recruitment pipeline are just symptoms of the deeper issues. Therefore, the first step towards success is to deal with the causes of the symptoms, which is standardization. And once standardization is achieved, the progress can be tracked, visualized and tracked, and based on the progress, you're able to create new goals or review the current goals. Consultants are able to work in different activities to be able to produce results, and their actions are weighed to pick out the best or what works best. And thus, those best practices are shared within the company or with other consultants so that each consultant is able to perform given the same resources within a very short period of time. When all this information is accumulated in one place, then it is easier to keep on learning and making the cycle and keep on improving. There are a number of applications that can be employed to increase productivity by automating important but repetitive administrative tasks that will otherwise take up much of consultants' time. As a bonus, I would like to introduce to you 2 applications by porters that help to enhance volume and contribute to productivity in recruitment business. The first one is Porter's CV Passing, which automates the candidate registration process, whereby the data on the candidate's original CV is passed and analyzed by machine learning, extracted and converted into editable fields, and imported into Porter's database. This reduces the time spent on candidate registration to about 1 minute. Usually, the registration process or the time spent on registration can vary based on the consultant's experience and speed of input. And unfortunately, sometimes up to 30 minutes or more may be spent on just data entry, which is not directly linked to a revenue generation. And therefore, if these processes are automated, made shorter and increase volume, it makes it easier to create more volume for the company, which contributes to the final revenue generation and business growth. The next one is an application called Zelos, which is used to set candidate meetings. This application is used conveniently to set candidate meetings, and the information is automatically saved into portals and calendar, and a notification is sent by email to both the consultant and the candidate. To give a clearer picture, is when the consultant wants to set a meeting with a potential candidate, they have to ask them when they're available. The candidate gives a date, the consultant is not available, then consultant has to give a different date. The candidate says they're not available, and this process goes on and on, and takes a lot of time. But with Zelos, the candidate has access to the availability of the consultant, so they choose a time that suits them and a time that the consultant can attend to them, and this information is automatically reflected into the system and to their calendars, which makes the whole process much, much easier. And now, in conclusion, I'd like to say that standardization of business process flow is the first step towards business growth. And Porters is a tool that greatly supports business growth through digital transformation. The right tool for digital transformation enhances speed, volume, and quality of deliverables, which translates to more placements and revenue. And Porters tool also is accredited with the clients for unmatched after service. And we would like to continue providing this service to our clients, and hopefully they'll be able to grow their business. This is the end of the webinar. Now I would like to take your questions. Please type them in the Q&A tab, either with your name or anonymous, and I will address the questions right here on this webinar. Thank you. The floor for the questions is open. Also, if you wish for me to explain something in detail, please let me know. I will explain it again. I have a question here. Somebody is asking if we can provide consultation on how to standardize process. Answer is yes. Please send us your inquiry through our website or send us an email to schedule a consultation. Another question here. Somebody is asking if Porters have a recruiter or is just an app. Porters is a software which also is linked with applications developed by Porters that support the recruitment process. So think of it as a CRM combined with an ATS to manage recruitment process. Thank you for the question. Yes, exactly. So Porters is where you manage all your recruitment data as your database and be able to use it efficiently or effectively to improve your recruitment process. Yeah, okay, just to explain more about database, I will say it's more than a database. Is just the very basic, very minimum of what the software provides. So, of course, all the data will be stored in it, so it's a database, but there's much more that can be done with the software. For example, automatically matching your candidates to open positions and automation of processes as well. Another question, somebody wasn't able to attend in time and would like the presentation. Yes, I will share the information, the PowerPoint after this webinar. I will share it by email for your reference, and you can share also with your colleagues or friends who were not able to attend. I'll also share later, but also I will make YouTube. This recording, I will post it on our YouTube channel, so you can also access it there. I have another question here. The person is saying they have difficulty to search some positions with some specific criteria and asking if Porters can help with that. The answer is yes. With Porters, you're able to search with specific criteria. So example, language or skill, anything specific that you would like to search, yes, it's possible. Thank you. Well, we still have some time, so I'll just stay around in case somebody has another question that I will address. Okay, I'll just wind up the webinar and then stay around for any questions, any further questions. So thank you. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope it was an informative session for you and that you gained some ideas on how to leverage on digital transformation for business growth. Please take a moment to participate in our survey about today's webinar. We would like to hear your experience to help us give better services in future. And also, if you have any inquiries, please feel free to reach us. I will upload this recording to our YouTube channel as mentioned earlier, so you can share it with your colleagues and friends who could not join us today. Have a good day. So I'll just stay around and wait for any other questions that may come around. Thank you very much. And thank you very much. Somebody is sending their thank you. Question has come in. Do we have a visual of how Proces works and have a link? Yes, we do have that. We provide free demo sessions every weekdays. So in the survey that you will answer, there's a slot where you can choose when you wish to have your demo session, and our consultants will work with you based on your availability and the details of what you wish to know. I hope that has answered your question. Yes, thank you. If you have any inquiries or anything you would like to know about software, please just reach out to us. We will be able to assist you. I have another question here. Can you mention few recruiter website? Just to clarify, we are not a recruiter website. We provide solutions to manage recruitment data. So recruitment companies or staffing companies or maid agencies use our software to be able to manage their recruitment data. And also internal hiring managers or corporate HR also can use our software to manage their recruitment data. So we provided software solutions. I don't know if that is clear. Kindly let me know if that is clear. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a confirmation that everything is clear. Thank you very much. I suggest that even if you're just curious of how standardization is achieved or how you can practically do it, you just reach out to us. We'll be able to share examples with you and also just generally tell you more about standardization. We have another question. How can we get your software, or do you have any app for database? Yes, our software is available. It's cloud-based, so it's online. And you can get more information from our website, which I will share with you. And I highly recommend you help us to fill in the survey. It's very, very brief. It'll take about 2 to 3 minutes. And then there's a place where you can write detailed information of what your request is. For example, what you actually want to achieve in your business. And then we'll be able to help you in that way in detail. So for the time being, I will just share our website. In just a moment, I will share our website with you. I have shared the website information, so please have a look and send us your inquiry. You're welcome. I believe you've received the link to our website. I'll give it another 1 more minute. If there's no other question, I will officially close the session. Once again, thank you very much for joining us in today's session. I'm also reminding you, please will take 2 to 3 minutes to participate in our survey to help us improve our services and be able to provide better services for the future. I wish you a good day ahead and best of luck. Thank you.